Jake with J29 Creative. Thanks for joining us today. We're here with Shane and Sean of Dream Studio. We're actually in Dream Studio right now. If you look around, you'll notice one thing. These guys are pretty creative, have a pretty creative mind, so we have the opportunity to sit down and talk with them. Shane, Sean, thanks for your time this morning. We know you guys have a lot of creativity flowing. We talked a little bit earlier before this video shoot. So, with that said, I'd like to start with Shane. Shane, you're kind of the father of Dream Studio here. We talked earlier, you found your way to Kansas City back here in '93, and you found yourself working for a pretty prominent company here in Kansas City. So we'll kick off your story right there if that works.
Yes. Worked at Hallmark for 7 years, learned a lot about the business of art, and made many greeting cards during that time. I mean, seriously, it's funny, but you don't think about it, but you keep up with a regiment of cards, and that's so different than, going from like a college environment to, a work environment. But it's the same, I think you learn a lot from going to school. I went to Syracuse, and in the learning process of 4 years of any kind of college situation, you learn how to manage your time and budget your time and things like that. So moving in the corporate world, 7 years inside of there, you meet people of all like walks of life, from the owner of the company to people who have come from all the way on the other side of the world to work here. So it was an interesting experience working and being introduced to the city of Kansas City through that experience too.
You still see any of your greeting cards on the racks?
No, I don't, because I don't even look. So I'm being honest.
You're sick of cards.
Yeah. I'll make my own cards now.
Okay, yeah.
From that experience, I left because I started doing children's books, and I just had so much. It was all about time at that time, at that moment, because it's 9 to 5 working, and then you go and you're working on children's books for hours upon hours. So I had to make a choice. And the children's books just started to accelerate, and then I started playing music, and I just wanted to see something different, see the world, I traveled so many places, man. Even while I was at Hallmark, I traveled to, West Africa, Japan, Brazil, Venezuela, like all these places I started seeing, and then it started to find its way into my work too,
That's awesome. All right, so Dream Studio, when did that come about?
So then you jump some years forward, and I got to this space here in Kansas City on 31st and Holmes, and as soon as I opened the doors, I recognized this space was so big that I wanted to incorporate other artists, let the community be involved. And then, what's cool is I started working with the Art Institute, started working with incredible young artists that are finding their way and their voice, and so this place started to become like a community hub, man, for the arts.
It seemed like a really good collective, and that kind of brings us into Sean right here. Mm-hmm. Sean's one of the guys you work with. Speaking of the Art Institute, we'll start there. You went to school there. Just kind of tell us a little bit about your school experience and then your continued education into Dream Studio.
Yeah, for sure. My name is Sean Teamer, also known as High Westus. I graduated from the Kansas City Art Institute here in 2012. And since then, I've been working as a freelance videographer, doing music and performing and doing animation and other kind of work like that in the community. I connected with Shane even before I graduated from school. Actually, I was still in school when I first met him and got to know him there. And he came and did a talk at our school, and I actually reached out to him personally at the school, and that's how we connected, through another teacher. And we discussed the plan on what he was going to do and when he was going to come and speak. And it was a really awesome opportunity, just because that was the first time I had seen the space also, and met Shane and knew what he was working on and saw everything that he was about. And I was really fortunate to get him to come to school and speak. And then from there, the relationship was kind of set. And immediately after school, he gave me the opportunity to come and work here with him really closely. And we worked on a number of projects from that point on for 2 to 3 years very closely, And it was great to have Shane as a mentor, for sure, coming out of school, because that really not only gave me a connection to the community, but also just helped me, give me the opportunity to work on my own artwork, and has given me the place that I am today. So I'm appreciative of that opportunity, because that's gotten me here today.
Yeah.
You always got to be creating and building your own thing. This is something I learned from Hallmark. Like the artist around me and watching him as a high westist, he created a character, but it's not really a character, right?
Yeah, that's kind of my music alias. Yeah.
This is a big art community here in Kansas City. I noticed that when I moved up here from Atlanta. How can people in Kansas City connect with you guys better? Are you guys doing the First Friday, or can they come knock on the door here and say, hey, I want to, Shane, we saw you guys, we want to check out your stuff. We just wanted to stop by.
Facebook type things, you can find Sean on there. High Westish, I don't know if you want to say your name, it's like Sean Team,
Yeah,
right?
for sure, yeah. Yeah, the channel, I'm highwestus.com, highwesthus.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that good stuff. Same with Dream Studio also, you know, Facebook, social media, Instagram, it's all there.
You're right, dreamstudio777.com. But back to the door, and that's very important. I have had at least 10,000 knocks on that door. It's crazy.
We were 10,001 this morning. So.
At least.
Yeah.
At least. And so 10,000 knocks usually means one person knocking, because usually knock 3 times. So you see what I'm saying? So then you do the math. But I've met some of the most intelligent and interesting people just through answering the door. So it is like we go back to that old school brick and mortar type thing, like you can touch this thing, it's real. And with the internet, which is awesome too, it should just lead you to a meeting or a sit down. So that's really what it's about.
We appreciate the time, guys.
Yes,
this is awesome. Guys, go check them out, Dream Studios. Go check their Facebook out. We talked about the internet being the easiest way to find these guys. Then come knock on the door. Come check him out. Shane's an awesome guy. He's super chill. He's here all the time, right? So
Relatively.
He's here most of the time. So come check him out. And we're going to see a lot more things to come from these guys. So we appreciate the opportunity to meet with you guys and chit chat. So
appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.